It's the E-Commerce Minute, your daily dose of e-commerce, tech, and retail news with your hosts, Bart Mraz and John Suter. The E-Commerce Minute is a production of Sumo Heavy, a digital commerce consulting firm in Brooklyn, New York, and Philadelphia. Find us on the web at sumoheavy.com. It's the E-Commerce Minute for April 5th, 2018.
In today's episode, micro-visits rise at Whole Foods with Amazon lockers.
Shoppers are making more quick stops at Whole Foods stores that have Amazon lockers installed. This is according to a study released last week by a location data advertising firm InMarket. The micro visits, which are defined as 3 to 5 minutes in length, increased 11% at stores with the Amazon locker since the acquisition of Whole Foods by the e-commerce giant on August 28th. This compares to a 7% increase in visits in stores with no lockers, according to InMarket. As we've reported, porch pirates are a growing problem for e-commerce shoppers, and the remote Amazon lockers are a good deterrent for people with unguarded front steps or apartment buildings. The lockers are staged by Amazon and made available to customers at no extra cost. The drivers deliver to the lockers instead of the billing address, then the customer is given a one-time code for access to retrieve their goods. Customers visiting the lockers for pickups could be tempted to knock a few items off their grocery list or pick up something that's been promoted. The in-store lockers also let shoppers experience changes in-store during their visits. Whole Foods can drive impulse sales by placing products adjacent to lockers and providing quick and easy payment options, such as self-checkout, said Stuart Samuel, Program Director for IGD Services. As good as delivery is getting, one-day delivery, sometimes 1 hour delivery, that still can't compete with the 1 second immediacy of being in-store and picking up that avocado that I'm about to make guacamole out of because I thought about it that moment, said Todd DiBiola, Chief Executive and Founder of InMarket. Microvisits have accounted for about 9% of all visits to grocery sellers so far this year, with Whole Foods lagging at 6.5%, InMarket said.
So I pick up my toilet paper that's delivered in Amazon box and some avocados. Is that the deal?
So you're picking up the things that Amazon can't deliver is the conclusion I'm drawing.
Oh, okay. That's funny. In like the biggest packages ever.
Right. My box of ballpoint pens came in a 6-foot box.
Do you know why they do that? I know we're just a little off topic there.
I would love to know why I would do it, and it is not off topic because I would love to know why.
It is literally because they have a full scientific thing of how to place stuff in the truck at the most efficiency way.
So it's the truck. It's not so much the package.
Yeah, it's an idea of like sometimes you just got to put a big box because it has to fit in there. So they do like apparently they do this huge logistics thing when they put stuff in the truck so that it fits a lot of shit.
I would love to know more about this. So basically they do an algorithm that says, okay, here are all the orders leaving at 3:12.
Yeah, whatever.
And guess what? That box of pens is going to have to go in a long, skinny box.
Yeah, apparently.
That's crazy.
We should look that up and do that. But yes, apparently that's their deal.
That is super interesting. Okay. Today we learned something new.
Something new. Apparently that's the deal. We will do a story around that. But yeah, I mean, I've used the lockers. They're kind of interesting. They've had them like in Rite Aids and stuff like that, which is kind of cool in like big cities. Like, you know, I have that story. Like somebody tried to steal my USB cable, which was really funny. And then like posters, like my building actually has cameras everywhere. I don't have like a concierge type of thing. I just have a regular building, but there's cameras everywhere. So then there's placards of who stole something all over the building. Oh,
really?
It was great.
It's a wall of shame.
Wall of shame, but the guy tried to steal like a $5 USB cable, which was
he doesn't know. It could be a USB cable. It could be a Rolex watch. You never know.
Well, the funny thing is, he like grabbed it apparently and looked like he went upstairs, and then like he was like, "Oh, realize what it was."
Really?
No, didn't take it with him. He left it on like a windowsill.
He didn't even keep it. I guess. Does he get charged with a lesser crime if he just leaves it?
I don't know. I was just like, this is just silly. Anyway, of course, now there's like packages downstairs that have been there for like a month, and everybody watches for them.
Oh God, what is it like bait? They leave it like a mousetrap, like bait.
No, it's just been there. Like I have no idea. Somebody got something delivered really big. Anyway, yeah, I think this is kind of interesting for Amazon, who owns Whole Foods. You know, how many times do you kind of go and pick up your stuff and pick up more stuff, right?
So I'm actually going to Whole Foods this afternoon. I'm going to see if the one by me has it. It's in the hoity-toity suburban area, so it probably doesn't. But it'd be what I'm getting at is I'd love to know the placement of these things. The obvious would be near the front door, near the checkout. But if they could rearrange their stores, and I know this would never happen, don't you think they'd put them all the way in the back next to the milk?
Yeah. I mean, you wouldn't want to put it like at the checkout because you can just walk in and leave.
Right. Well, that's why the milk is all the way in the back. They make you, well, there's a couple of reasons, but one reason is all that stuff's in the back because you have to walk all the way through the store.
I mean, that'd be kind of interesting.
There's an interesting story about Costco store layout that we're going to do next week that talks exactly about that kind of thing, or how they design stores to make you, to put you in a rat maze so that you buy more.
I mean, and end of the day, like, you're going to be at Whole Foods. You're probably going to pick some stuff up anyway.
Sure.
Consider prices have dropped. I think one of the stores we should probably do is still Whole Foods, but the prices of stuff, it's cheaper to buy there to even do home delivery than Kroger. Like, that's kind of crazy.
Oh yeah. There's definitely a price war going on now. We have to take a look at that.
Yeah, which is what it is, right? You're going to be Whole Foods, you're going to pick something up. I mean, you're there already. Why not?
Yeah, exactly. So the firm studied 98 stores in New York, Los Angeles, Chicago, Philly, Dallas, Fort Worth, San Francisco, Washington, Houston, Boston, and Atlanta metro areas. Interesting stat. Only 76 stores, so this answers my question, or about 16% of the chain's 473 stores have lockers. So this is actually a pretty small percentage. I guess they're going to increase this. And I guess it would be done based on store size because not every Whole Foods is a giant Whole Foods. Some of them are small.
I've been to a small one last week. It was just really weird.
There's a small one down in South Street, and it's always crowded. And
I've been to a smaller one than that. Like, did you go like a basic like neighborhood grocery store and converted to a Whole Foods? It was really tiny. I was like, what is this? And then you go to like one of these ginormous ones, and you're like, I'm lost.
Right. Like I go to the one in Jenkintown. It's like huge.
Right. They have a bar and stuff. It's kind of crazy.
All right. Good one. You got anything else to
add? Yeah, actually, we have a white paper that we've been advertising. It's called New Rules of Retail.info. Go check it out.
Yeah. If you go to newrulesofretail.info, you'll get instant access to our white paper. Interesting information there. Go check it out. And as always, show notes will be available at our website, ecommerceminute.co. That's your e-commerce minute for today. We'll see you on the internet tomorrow. That's it for today's show. If you like the show, do us a favor and subscribe or leave us a review on iTunes. And don't forget, you can now listen to the e-commerce minute on your Amazon device. Just add e-commerce minute to your flash briefing. And finally, if you have a comment or suggestion or just want to say hi, find us on social media at Sumo Heavy.